This sailboat puzzle looks fun, but I just like the bright blues and greens. I don't need the other pieces.
But to make the puzzle look right, you need to use every single piece, not just the ones you like. Hi, my name is Zach, and I've got a brand new week's worth of stories and scriptures just for you here at Keys for Kids. My friend Stevie is great at all kinds of video games. When we play together, he usually beats me pretty good. But when it comes to sports and outdoor games, I'm better at that stuff. We each have our different gifts and abilities. And that's exactly how it is for Christians too. Listen to Romans 12:6. It says, "We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us." Our story today is called The Picture Puzzle. "I'll help with that," Everett said when his sisters got out a puzzle. "That's a cool picture." He pointed to the cover, which showed 3 sailboats out at sea. "There sure are a lot of different shapes and colors in this puzzle," Grace observed as she tipped the box over and the pieces tumbled onto the table. She picked up a piece. "I like the ones with the pretty sunshiny yellow color." Natasha nodded. "I like the blue and greens, too. I want to work with them, but not the other pieces. They're not as bright and colorful." "But if all of the pieces were blue and green and yellow, we couldn't make a picture like the one on the box," Everett reminded her. "All the puzzle pieces are important." "Just like people," Mom said from where she was working on her laptop nearby. The kids looked at her curiously, and Mom smiled. "Puzzle pieces come in different shapes and colors, but we need them all to put the whole picture together," said Mom. "People are different too. God created us to have different sizes, shapes, and colors, and He also gave us different personalities and abilities. But if we know Jesus, we're all part of His family. We look different and have different abilities, but we're all needed." "Even kids are needed, right?" asked Grace. "Of course," said Mom. "Right now, you need to be a student in school." "Yeah, because everyone can't be the same thing," said Everett. "Imagine if everybody was a teacher. Who would there be to teach?" Natasha laughed. "Or if everybody was a preacher, who would there be to listen?" "And who would grow the food for us to eat?" asked Everett. "Food? Of course you'd think about that," teased Grace. "God made us all to be different so that together we can create a picture of what He's like and show the world His love," Mom said. "No matter what He has for you to do now or when you're older, you are needed." So what about you? Do you ever wish you were like someone else? Maybe you wish you looked like them or that you could do things they can do, but God didn't create you to be like them. He created you to be you. He made you the way you are, and like every Christian, you're an important piece of the puzzle. You're needed to help grow God's kingdom and show His love to others. So trust Him to help you do your part so you can help show a picture of Jesus to the world just the way you are. Our key verse is Romans 12:6.
We have different gifts, according to the grace given to each of us.
And our key thought for today, all Christians are needed.
Hey, Zach, why is there sadness?
Hey, Declan, there's sadness because there's sin in the world. Sin causes people to do bad things to each other, and that brings about pain. And often that pain causes people to be sad. One thing to remember is that it won't always be that way. Revelation 21:4 reminds us, He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. But for now, remember that Jesus knows what it's like to be sad, because sometimes He felt that way too. And no matter what, He promises to always be with you. Well, I hope that helps. I'm Zach. Thanks for spending time with Keys for Kids.